Topping our news this half hour, the chair of the MSU Board of Trustees pushing back today against allegations she violated codes of conduct and ethics and bullied fellow board members and administrators.
The claims, which were made by a fellow board member in a letter obtained by the state news, have led to mounting calls for Rema Vassa's resignation. 7 Action News reporter Brett Cass spoke one-on-one with her today. Brett is live for us in the newsroom. And Brett, she told you she's not backing down, correct?
Yeah, that's right, Brian. Since this letter was made public, though, there have been growing calls for Vassa's resignation. Senator Debbie Stabenow had called for it today, saying Vassa has lost the trust of students, faculty, and alumni. Governor Gretchen Whitmer also criticized the school for having no clear unified leadership or direction. But Vassa says she's the right person for the job.
I was stunned, floored.
MSU Board of Trustees Chair Rema Vassa claims to be stunned by serious accusations that she violated conduct and bullied administrators and board members made public in a letter on Sunday.
Bullying is a very troubling word. I think it's coded. I think it's loaded. I think that women get named a lot of B words when they're assertive and they're strong leaders.
Vassa says the author of the letter, fellow board member Brianna Scott, was a friend and sorority sister. The 7-page letter obtained by the state news called for Vassa to resign or be removed and lists 10 complaints and violations of conduct.
Unfortunately, I think this is a little too transparent, quite frankly, that the board should really handle board matters within the board.
Among the accusations are that Vassa hasn't fully cooperated with the Jones Day investigation, looking into whether a board member leaked the name of Mel Tucker's accuser, Brenda Tracy, to the media.
I have nothing to hide. I've been fully cooperative with every investigation.
Vassa denies discussing the case or even knowing Tracy's identity until the USA Today article was published, and denies that she declined to hand over her cell phone to investigators.
The board hasn't decided as a board to do that yet. So we're still in the middle of an investigation, and I really think it's inappropriate that that was even discussed in that letter, because it's a breach of confidentiality.
Would you provide your phone if asked?
Well, if that's part of the investigation, sure.
Vassa's conduct is now under investigation as the public spat sparks more criticism against the school. But right now, Vassa says she's staying put.
I would say that this allegation list and releasing it to the media was not in the best interest of the board, not in the best interest of the university, and anyone who is joining that effort. I question whether or not they care for the university.
In the letter that Trustee Scott wrote, she addressed that exact criticism, saying she felt it was the right thing to do, saying, quote, "As a trustee and as an attorney, I must weigh the harm of sharing these internal issues against the standards of transparency that we are asked to uphold. And if I must choose one, then I will choose the latter." Brian?
All right, Brett, thank you. Appreciate that.